So what do you think is the sense of life then?
The sense of life?
Of this life, yeah.
There isn't any.
There isn't any.
Oh, no, there's just life.
Okay, because as I understood it from your point of view, it seems all of this is like senseless.
Yes.
So why do you...
Who needs a sense when it's just life? Who needs it all worked out? Who needs it for it to be sensible in a way that it can be known? Me does. Me wants the formula that makes sense. I want to make sense of my life. Hopeless. So this is not sensible. This is mad. As far as me is concerned, this is mad. Go out in the street and tell everybody that there's no one there.
Why the identification happens?
Sorry?
Why the identification happens?
Oh, that's the same thing as for me taking a call.
Why?
No reason at all. No, there's no reason for that as well.
But why it happens if there is no reason?
But it doesn't really happen. When you die one day, give me a ring.
Okay.
Because then you'll say to me, I can see that I never was identified. There was no identification. Me, the seeker, was a ghost that isn't there anymore.
Well, not as a kind of. But you say ghost, but you say you use some words for that kind of illusory appearance. Let's say.
A what?
You see ghost, or they say you are ghost. I mean, ghost. It's kind of energy anyway.
It's like something that seemed to be there but there wasn't. It's an illusion. Well, that was Tony Parsons was a dream, an illusion, that never was real.
Can you say that nothing ever happened?
Yeah. Well, absolutely. There is nothing. This is nothing.
Nothing ever
happening. This is no thing happening. That's the mystery. This is no thing appearing to be this.
It never happened.
Of course not. Nothing's ever happened. Because then there'd be a story. There'd be a past, a middle, and a future.
I don't have any question, but I really want to say thank you.
Wow.
The body that was once Tony Parsons crosses the street, and there has to be awareness not to be hit by a truck or a car, at least in some way. Otherwise, it's impossible to cross the street.
Well, no, the brain has a self-survival mechanism, which would work whether there was a me there or not. You don't need a me to jump out of the line of the path to come down here. It just happens.
Right, it's just happening without.
Everybody like everything else. This is happening. I'm not doing it.
There is awareness you need to
No.
not that little part of the self or me.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't feel pain, but pain can happen. Anything can happen here, in that sense. Pain, anything like that, in the body or whatever. But there's no one that then takes ownership of it. All the time there's a me owns everything. Me's like a big sticky bun. Whatever happens, it takes it in, it gathers it in, and owns it. It's my pain. Whereas it actually is just pain.
But when there is pain and blood, maybe you would go faster in it.
Yeah, this is, the other thing about this is that many people suggested that what I would do if somebody sawed my leg off. No, really, I've had it sawn off like 16 times. And what's behind that is that they have some idea that this has something to do with acceptance or surrender. So if there's pain here, there would probably be a reaction to it. I can't say there would be, but there probably would.
Would you say it's natural?
Of course.
Yeah.
So as long as we are in the illusion, there's no point of doing anything or not doing anything. There's no point of being friendly or unfriendly. There's no point of...
No.
There's no point of being...
No. But also me can't choose to do nothing, because then it would be doing nothing. So whatever's happening is happening. It's already this. It's already this.
It's already?
It's already what is. And is not.
What is the point in caring for a child? Or
Caring for a child happens. It just happens. There would be, the me would add something to that, like an anxiety about caring for it in the right way or wrong way. And that would follow anyway. But the me adds an anxiety to that. I have to act in this way because I'm responsible and I have a responsibility to fulfill or not fulfill.
The me.
Yeah. Because it grows up learning that it's self-autonomous, it's in complete control, and it has to act and live in a certain way, in simple terms. So with me comes obligation, the need to work in a certain way. It's near perfect in the family.
So, Tony, the notion of responsibility, taking responsibility.
Yeah, no,
is
when
not
me is no more, there's no responsibility.
No.
So what's the recommendation?
No, there isn't. There isn't. There can't be a recommendation. There can't be a recommendation, because who would I recommend it to? And how would they carry it out? If I was recommending something, I'd be coming from the basis that there is someone here who can do something. This communication is a deconstruction of the illusion that there is someone.
So as long as we are in this illusion, we just acting in our illusory world.
Yeah, you are. Then you have no choice. You're just doing it.
We can kill each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Each other. There's no point.
No.
Until nothing. Because we are even
Well, there is only nothing in it.
even waking up is not happening because it's already.
If you could choose to kill someone, you can also choose to become enlightened. Both ideas are illusory.
apart from the that this idea is very interesting. Because it's breaking concept of what is and what is not. At the same time, it seems to be, it feels dangerous to me.
Oh, it's very dangerous. Oh, it's not. It isn't. It's dangerous. This is dangerous. As far as me is concerned, it's the worst, most dangerous thing there is.
Because I can kill him and having him but in a solution.
Well, yeah, but this is dangerous anyway. You know, me comes here and believes it's chosen to come here, comes here invariably to try and find something which he could take home, which will make his life better. What actually is happening here is it's listening to the suggestion that it's not real. It could die. Me could die tonight. That's dangerous for me. So there could be a sort of opening to this, a resonance with it. Me will be resonant with it, but there could be a resonance which is beyond the self, or there could be a huge resistance. People go from this communication with a huge resistance and a stronger feeling that me is real.
But are there also people sitting in there who feel this being something?
Yeah, there's a resonance with this, a feeling of,
And to be honest, to me, this is the only soothing thing.
well, it's rather, it's the end. This is the end.
To me, this seems as the only consolation there is.
But I don't think this is a consolation. To me, this is not a consolation.
It's really, I mean, it's amazing because I'm sitting here and I feel exactly what you said, like I feel both while I'm sitting here. I feel like this, and then I feel like you mentioned the word contraction, I wasn't even aware, but it seems like, and then there's this wanting, saying it comes from the same spot, but it's amazing. It's absurd.
Because they're asking the opposite.
Yeah,
because I think there is knowledge there for everything, like the universe and.
That's information. I was thinking more, I thought you were referring to then the idea that me learns about the nature of itself and the whole of this in terms of being enlightened. Just that. That's it, that's not knowledge, that's just ignorance.
And what's about the information you said?
Information would be there's still about where London is or how to make spaghetti. That still goes on.
Also information how this is
Functioning, in other words, functioning. But there is no one that holds that information, the brain holds it.
Also no understanding about the functioning.
There can still be an understanding about the function of making spaghetti. But the idea of the function of becoming enlightened becomes obviously ridiculous.
So why are all these appearances here for? Is it just a game?
Yes.
Of whom?
Nothing. Or you could say wholeness is playing a game. And also pretending that itself is a seeker of wholeness. Wholeness appears as a seeker of itself. There's no way of working this out, and there's nothing that you can take home from it. You can't take something home and apply it to your life. There just is nothing you can get hold of. You just can't, and there's nothing you need to get hold of, because what this really is pointing to is that already what you long for is what is. And when you get up and walk out of here, that will be what is. When you walk down the stairs, it'll be what is. When you get in your car or the tram or whatever, or walk home, that is what is. There is only already what is. You can never avoid it. You can never escape that which you long for. It's constantly all there is. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you.